Good morning, nerds. My name is Andy. You're watching What Culture Wrestling. This is your very tired, caffeine-fueled post-Extreme Rules news update, and it looks very much like the big red and yellow fella is back. I am, of course, talking about the problematic one himself, Hulk Hogan, who was reinstated into the WWE Hall of Fame after several years in the wilderness last night before Extreme Rules. The company broke the news on WWE.com a few hours before the show, and they released the following statement along with it. After a 3-year suspension, Hulk Hogan has been reinstated into the WWE Hall of Fame. This second chance follows Hogan's numerous public apologies and volunteering to work with young people where he is helping them learn from his mistake. So there you go. Hogan himself has tweeted that he feels like he's finally come home, and this has of course led to all kinds of talk of a return. Now, he was in the building at Extreme Rules last night, but he didn't show up on the show itself. But I guess now it's just a matter of time. According to sources who were at the meeting, Hogan spent a long time apologising for hurting others, embarrassing the company, and of course, what he said in the first place. He then added and reminded the wrestlers that they should be extra vigilant about what they're saying all times, because in today's age, they never know when they're being recorded. The roster reacted by giving Hogan a big reception, with the big man himself getting super emotional in the aftermath. He then went on to meet with WWE officials, and while the contract still hasn't been signed, the thought is very much that he's now back in the family. Figure 4 Online's Brian Alvarez noted that Hogan did meet with the roster last night and that the interactions were filmed for an upcoming network special, but there's no word on when we'll actually see him back on live TV. Now, this will obviously be a controversial decision with two very partisan sides, but regardless of whether or not you think Hogan belongs in the Hall of Fame or not, it's kind of hard to paint this as a triumphant redemption story when this guy did make racial slurs in a video shagging his best mate's wife. Hogan ended up winning the trial and effectively stomping Gawker into the abyss, but if you followed that case with any degree of analysis, you'll know that it was a nuanced affair, and there was a lot going on below the surface that maybe didn't seem obvious at first. If you're going to make a merit argument, then there's absolutely no question that Hogan does belong in the Hall of Fame. He's the most important WWE wrestler of all time, and if he hadn't come along, the company might not even be here today. That's not up for debate, it's just a question of whether or not the sex tape renders all that null and void. Anyway guys, because it's Hogan, I'm sure you do this anyway, but head on down to the comments section and let us know what you think. Do you think he deserves to be back in the Hall of Fame, and do you want to see him return? Or would you rather he just pissed off forever? Sound off below. Once you've done that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and once you've done that, check out some of the videos currently floating around my particularly shiny head this morning. Once you've done that, head over to whatculture.com/WWE, check out some great articles from the likes of Jamie Kennedy, Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick. You'll have a great time. I've been Andy, and I'll see you later.